is working here. This live stream. All right. We had to connect this. All right. Guys, we are live. We just had I was just live for a couple minutes here talking, and it was like, what's going on here? But we should be live now. Everything should be sorted now. So we're good to go. But I was just saying, we put up a poll over on our Twitter. Here we go. Twitter. Most people want to build a parlay tonight. And then also just on our community tab, most people want to build a parlay. So I think that's what we're doing. We'll probably jump into DK at some point and build some sort of a parlay here. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games to pull from here. But yeah, we'll go through and do that. We'll let a few more people jump in. Guys, yeah, we were live. I see people saying you forgot. We were literally live from like 4:01 on, but for whatever reason, it was not clicking on the YouTube side of things. So my streaming software was streaming. It said streaming, and it just didn't say it on YouTube. So I was like, okay, nobody's chatting. What's going on here? But shout out to everyone in the building. We got Too Fast, we got Gunslinger, we got Paper, we got Paper Route, and shout out to Paris here again. Like I said, we're going to go through, probably build a parlay in terms of what we got going. So some player props for today's games. Like the stream, hit that subscribe button. Let's get ready to do the damn thing. But shout out to everyone for tuning in. It is Monday. If you guys missed the tweet or what we talked about, we're trying to establish sort of a stream schedule in a sense because, we want to get more consistent with streaming. If we can do it multiple times a week, we will. But I want to kind of get a day of the week that we can definitely, do it on. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the goal overall here in terms of, I guess, just what we're looking at. So shout out to Janos for just subscribing here. We got the alerts rocking. But like I said, going to build a parlay probably in DraftKings today. In terms of what we're rolling with, in terms of, our player prop, or excuse me, our plays for today, just a quick update on our final plays. We do have a couple cooking right here. Let's see. Our final plays. We got Tyrese Maxey under 31.5 points plus rebounds. That game is over, and Tyrese Maxey finished with 27 points and 1 rebound. So we take points plus assists, right? I think I might have bet both. We shall see. Maybe we have to take that cash cha-ching back. But nonetheless, guys, points plus rebounds we did have. Okay. Cash it. I was like, damn, did we take points plus assists too? Just check. Points plus rebounds. Pelicans minus 3.5. That game, I even said it, that should be a good game. It looks like a good game. Like, this is back and forth right now. But we'll keep you guys posted on that. Shout out to everyone tuning in, guys. Before we jump into building a parlay, if you missed it, I just talked about how we did vote in terms of what we're going to roll with and do on this stream. Looks like we're building a parlay because 70% of the votes here on both the Twitter Twitter poll as well as the community poll we posted. Bunch of people want to do a parlay. So go ahead and drop some player props in the chat. We'll get to them. We'll talk about them. We'll see what we're thinking. And in a little bit, we'll start cooking up a parlay. A few games going on right now. We can flash this up here. These are the 4 games going on. So the games that we have to choose from today, or actually 5 games, right? Because one of them already concluded. 4 going on. The ones that we have to choose from are here. 6 games. So one starts in, 2 hours, which we'll have plenty of time, even if we want to include something there. But 6 games, do we put together a 6-leg parlay? I don't know. Depends on how psycho you guys want to get here. But yeah, shout out to everyone for tuning in. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We'll start cooking in just a little bit. Go ahead and drop some player props in the chat, and we'll go through them there. Shout out to Dennis in the chat, a true OG. Frank said, Tim Hardaway under 25.5 cooked me in the first 2 quarters. Did Tassos have... I think Tassos might have had that in his parlay today, right? Yeah, he already has 27, right? That's always tough with this Mavericks team. You look at, well, it looks good. And then it's like, oh, well, looks like, Luka's not going to play. It's like, well, there's so much usage to go around there, right? So much usage to go around. Let's see. All right, let's jump in here. We got Dennis saying 3.5 threes for Tatum is a lock. Let's jump into Outlier, guys. Outlier. Again, link in the description. Go grab this thing for 7 days. Absolute game changer of a tool. We're going to look at Tatum over 3.5 threes. See what we think of that. All right, Celtics. Jason Tatum. And again, you say because Jaylen Brown's out, we'll be able to look at that within this as well. So let's look for 3-pointers made. So he's hit this in 6 of his last 10 on the season, though. Really kind of sporadic, attempting 8.5, but you could see some games where he only attempts 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? It's kind of like crazy. He's shooting 38 from deep this year, but let's see what he does without Jaylen Brown. 1 of 2 this season, going up against Toronto, who do allow top 10 amount of threes to the power forward position, right? So not necessarily a bad look there. Let's see, last 7 to the power forward, Toronto allowing the most threes to opposing power forwards. Okay. All right, D. I think that we might have a good look there. Like we do to start most streams here, I think we'll give like plays, I guess, sort of a I guess we could do plays almost like a ranking system. I give that like a 7.8, 7.9 out of 10 there because of the matchup. So what has Tatum done against Toronto in the past? Forget Jaylen Brown. Doesn't hit many threes in the past. You can see here he's hit it in 1 of his last 4. But again, Toronto allowing recently, and they've become a lot less defensive, right? Allowing plenty of threes to the power forward position. So I'll give that, knowing now the head-to-head, D, I'll probably drop that now to like a 7.5 in terms of my rating. And that's, again, my opinion on it. I want to make this clear. It's my opinion, not necessarily the like odds of it hitting in my book. Let's see. Marvin saying, yeah, Hardaway, no Luka. That's what I mean. Luka's one of those guys that there's just so much usage to go around when he's out. Like any one of those guys could go over. We do have Kyrie's under in assists today. I think he has 3 in the 3rd quarter. So fingers crossed for this one. Looks like he just picked up a 4th. Good. Nice. So we'll see if that one cashes. But again, we already cashed Tyrese Maxey. That is nice to see there. Let's keep going through here. Daddy Daquan saying that Wizards versus Detroit game is kind of crazy right now. If you guys saw earlier, I literally said, I was like, that if you are betting that game, you truly are a psycho. And you know what? It's a good game. Like, it's genuinely a good game. And Pistons were getting, I forget the closing line of that game, but the Pistons were getting a decent amount of points. So I was like, all right, let's roll with it. Or I forget what the line actually was. Let's see if we can find it here. Let's see. Where did it close at? That's what I want to see. Was this the closing or is this live? I'm not sure. Maybe this is live. Yeah, okay. So line movement. Let's see where it was prior to tip-off. Yeah, right at, for spread here, 5.5. Like, giving the Pistons 5.5 against Washington, that's kind of crazy. I leaned towards Pistons in the video. No chance I was going to play it, but even still. All right, guys, go ahead and drop some player props in the comments if you do want to go through them. We'll pop them up on Outlier. We'll go through and look at everything, and we'll give it like a rating. And then, like I said, we'll go through and we will start building a parlay for the NBA. I know there's football games on. We'll work in some football streams, at some point maybe later on in the playoffs. But let's focus on one thing. Let's pump the brakes a little. I know we love football. I haven't been doing great in football this week. I like the Cowboys. That's how that turned out. But go ahead and drop some player props in the commentos. All right. D saying DeJounte Murray over points plus assists around 25.5. Let's pull it up here. DeJounte Murray scares me sometimes because of his inconsistencies, but we all have to admit I don't see anything for him right here. I must be missing actually. Now that I say that out loud. DeJounte Murray over points and assists. Live betting it. I don't know if we have the live odds here, but they're in the 2nd quarter. Frank says you guys have been hitting. Let's keep pushing. Yeah, I mean, Tassos has hit a few parlays recently. And he had a huge one, plus 1,000, maybe even more odds that were 1 assist away. That is crazy. Let's see, Demetrius saying Derek White over 3.5 rebounds. Keno, I see yours as well. We will get to that. I just skipped it by accident. So Derek White over 3.5 rebounds here. Let's jump into that one. I don't mind that because, again, there's some opportunity without Jaylen Brown. Now, Jaylen Brown isn't the focal piece of the Celtics, but the dude's a black hole, right? We're Celtics fans. He does not like the pass. He gets the ball. He plays with a chip on his shoulder. There's a lot that can kind of, happen when he's not playing. All right, so Derek White. Let's get the, just make sure he's starting at the 2. Boston versus Toronto. Derek White starting at the 2. He's hit this in 7 of his last 10. On the season, 64% of games. Let's go to, actually, we want rebounding chances, right? Rebounding chances here. Last 5 for White. Maybe we'll do that. Derek White averaging 7.6 rebound chances, so I don't mind that for a 3.5 line. Let's head back in here and see what he's been doing. Without Jalen, he hit it in 1 game, only had 4 against the Pistons. Didn't hit it in another, but again, Jaylen Brown had been getting, Jaylen Brown's he'll grab some rebounds. So if Jaylen Brown, actually, I'd prefer to look at this from I know you guys are seeing scatterbrained, from the rebound chances. Like, how many more rebound chances are there to go around? So Jaylen Brown is averaging 10 rebound chances. So Derek White's bound to get a couple of those. Jalen Waddle. Hey, happy vacation, buddy. Jaylen Brown, let's look at his stat log to see, or game log to see how many rebounds he'd been getting as of late. 6, 4, 11, 5, 4, 3. So some games there is, like, look at, he had 10 against Toronto last time. So there's definitely some rebounds to go around. I don't mind it. I would put that at like a 6.6 in terms of my confidence level. You know what I mean? Your confidence level might be smarter than mine. All right, Keno saying, how about Jaden Ivey over 6.5 rebounds? Jaden Ivey, another game that's undergoing, right? So I don't know if we want to mess with some live stuff here, guys. I don't think we look at live bets in terms of the parlay, because those odds are just going to bump around and move. Like, when we're putting together a parlay, I think we'll just stick to the games that are not going on, all right? I think that just makes it easier for now. Let's see, get 33% boost on NBAs today. All right, well, guess what? We're boosting this thing too with a boost over on DK. So we got now a boost to throw in there. But all right, let's go ahead and get everything tidied up, and we can start looking at building this parlay here. Again, my YouTube plays for today are on the channel. Tyrese Maxey already cashed. Good to see that. We have Kyrie's under an assist. That's not looking all that great. We have the Pelicans minus 3.5. That's, it's a close game back and forth. And then we have the under in that game as well. Not sure how that's looking, to be honest. So that Maxey one cashed. I don't love the Pelicans and Mavs under right now, but the Kyrie assists could still hit, right? Could still hit. Let's see. Guys, keep asking your comments. If I miss something, drop it again. We'll make sure to go through it. But I'm updating my YouTube plays as of right now. And our ride of the day, we're looking at Clay as well. So, yeah, if you guys don't know what the ride of the day is, it is obviously something cool that we do on the channel. And we rode with Fred. Shout out to Fred if you guys watched the videos the other day, and he cashed just a bunch in a row, right? 5 games in a row that Fred cashed. So shout out to him. Then he lost. We had a loss. We jumped on board with someone else. If you don't know what this is, on the YouTube videos every day, someone just has to comment ride of the day and then give me a play. And as long as they win, we'll keep giving them shout outs in the next video, right? So one guy won, and I was like, all right, looking to ride with you. You never commented the next day. Like, what? What are you doing here? I mean, no, it's not the shout-outs don't matter to everybody, but, like, you'd think if someone comments ride of the day, like, and it hits, they're like, oh, let's go, because I let the person know, hey, we're riding with you. But, hey, everybody is different, I guess. All right, we got a few more dropped in here. Marvin saying Markkanen over rebounds. He's been hitting in the last 5. Again, guys, no worries there, Keno. We're looking at, I would have loved to go live earlier. We probably could have, just didn't really end up clicking here. But let's jump into Markkanen here, because then we could have gotten a bunch of the other games. But nonetheless, Markkanen has hit this in 5 straight. Okay. On the season, he's hit it in 55% of games this year. Indiana allowing the 10th most or 11th most rebounds to the power forward position, which we always like to confirm that's where he's getting the start. Yep. And then let's see what they've done in their last 7 years. So power forwards, rebounds, Indiana. Most rebounds to opposing power forwards. Checks out so far. Head-to-head, he's hit it in 3 straight games. Marvin, we may be onto something here. The last test, rebound chances. We need 9 rebounds. Is he getting that 16 to 20 rebound chances number? Because that's damn high. 16, so it's on the low end, but he is grabbing 71 of those rebounds. What do we think of that? What do we think of that? Could that be one of the first ones that we throw on our parlay? Because I really don't mind that, and we can do. I think we go alternate lines today, right? So let's see what Marketing's alt lines here. We're gonna use DraftKings just because I like their alternate lines, and we have this 33% boost. Okay, but you can obviously ride with this on other books as well. But let's see what we got here. So we're looking for Marketing all the way down here. I like that spot. That's a good call, Marvin. Because of the rebound, everything checks out, really. Let's see. Laurie Marketing, same game parlay. Not same game. We're just looking for a normal one. My bad. Player rebound. So if we go to alternate, 8+ might be the first one we look at. So let's tinker him back down to 7.5 here. Do the numbers jump at all? So 7.5, he's hitting 65% of games this year. That one rebound doesn't make any difference. 50, it does make it, yeah, because look, 1, 2, 3, he's landed plenty on there. I think we go 7.5 just to be safe. Again, we're going to put a few of these in together. Let's buy it down, okay? I like that spot. Let's get a poll up, though. What do we think of that, all right? I'll drop a poll. All right, got that poll running. Go hammer that poll. If you guys are on mobile and in the chat, guys, just close it for a second or go vertical version and vote on the poll so we can get an answer on this one so you guys can let me know if you like Laurie Markkinen over 7.5 boards. Again, his normal line is 8.5, but we can get this at 8+, which is 7.5 over on DraftKings. I don't mind that. He has the rebound chances with the 16 in his last 5. He has a great matchup here. Look at this. Again, last 7 games, where's it at? 7 games, Pacers allowing the most rebounds to the power forward. I like that spot. He's hit it in 3 against them, right? 1 coming this year. All right, Conquer, I saw that. I think I missed it the first time. We'll get that in just a second, all right? My bad on missing that. All right, Markkinen looks like a resounding yes so far. So we're going to end it. And what we'll do here, too, is add this into our outlier because I'll be able to share this slip out after the fact. So, yeah, this looks like it could even be a better play over on FanDuel because it's -195 there. But we're going DraftKings just for today. I think we have our biggest bankroll. Yeah, we got a decent amount in DraftKings. So pick and choose, but there might be better odds out there. But all right, we'll share that slip once we're completed. I'll be able to share that as a link. You guys can place it where you want, or you could follow along, obviously. But all right, Laurie is our first one here. I know we got a few in the comments. If I'm missing some of yours, like Dennis, I see yours. If I go through and miss it, Gunslinger, I see you talking about. Let's see, Jonas struggling. Guys, if I'm missing your comments, just go ahead and comment them again because you guys know sometimes I just blow through it by accident. Don't see it. So go ahead and comment again if you do notice that I miss you. But let's jump into Cameron Johnson here because I see that one coming in from Conquer here. So that is over 13.5 points plus assists. So heavy line here, right? In terms of, where would we get that? Let's see. Looks like it's a juice line, but again, we're looking at alternate lines here, so I really don't mind it. If it's super juiced, we might be able to put it up to a vote and stuff if it's not like worth it, but it doesn't hurt to go through it, right? So let's see. Alternate points plus assists, Cam Johnson, 14+, -250. That's right in the realm of Laurie, so I don't hate it. Let's dissect it here, though. So, gonna have to use our imagination because the only alt line we could pull up on outlier is 13.5, but nonetheless. So he's hit this in. This would be a hit. So 8 of his last 10. The matchup that he has here. Let's make sure he's starting at the PF. Let's see. Cam Johnson starting at the small forward. Okay. That is probably valuable. So points, Miami not allowing the most amount of points, but they're not locking up points to small forwards here. Assists also looks like Miami's kind of middle of the pack as well when it comes to assists. I'm missing them actually. Yeah, literally middle of the pack. So on the year, small forwards, they're allowing a decent amount of assists, not as of late. Points middle of the pack here, head to head. He's hit this in 4 straight. Both games this season. This could be a nice little spot. I think that this is worth a nice, because look, we are doing obviously alternate lines, but even these like heavy lines, we're already up to near even odds. Like we could play, we went big and swung for the fences in the last stream, right? let's play it a little bit more safe in this stream. But all right, let's get a poll up here for Cam Johnson, because I really don't mind that at all. And it would be, I guess, actually 13.5 is what we're looking at, right? So I don't know what I was talking about with Outlier having the only thing that we have to use our imagination, because that is 14 plus. Duh. All right. Oh, Cam Johnson. Let's get a poll going. Cam Johnson. Let's see. Did I do that correctly? 13.5 points plus assists. Let's check out what he's doing in terms of assist chances here, or potential assists, because I don't think he's doing that well in that category. Not terrible, though. 5. His assist line is 2.5, so that kind of matches. I don't mind even looking at his assists, guys. I don't even mind just looking at his assists there. His points line, he's looking for 15 points, which he's done plenty this year, so I'm okay with taking it. I don't think he goes and shoots 14% from the field, like bounce back spot, right? You know what I'm saying? But I don't mind his assists line. This is like an individual play. I don't love it, but I'm saying I don't mind it. The polls are hot today. We're getting a lot of yeses for these. We're getting a lot of yeses for these. Guys, make sure you do like the stream. Subscribe if you are new. We're going to try and go live every Monday, right around this time, 4:30, maybe 5 o'clock some days. Went a little live today because we do have early NBA action as well as a 6 o'clock game Eastern time. But yeah, go ahead and like the stream. If you're watching right now and not liking it, we do have plenty of more people watching than have liked it. So that's unfortunate. But you know what? It is what it is. You guys hate me. All right, gonna tweet this out, so just bear with me for 1 second, guys. All right, just tweeting out the stream. Looks like that is going to end in a yes for Cam Johnson. So, wow, we already have 2 plays. I guess that's a good thing, right? Guys, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and share that on X/Twitter too. I just put that in the chat. If you guys want to go retweet that and everything like that. But okay, Cam Johnson, 14 plus. Looks like it's a good spot here. The vote concludes 82% of people want this as a yes. So damn, shout out there. That's a good call from Conquer. I do think that assist line is enticing. Could we have gone? Now it's already, you guys voted on it. I'm not gonna be the dictator here, right? This is a community parlay. His assist line, could we have gone Cam Johnson 2 assists for better odds? Let's see. Minus 103 would have been what that is, right? The assist line plus 103, it's not that big of a deal, and he could easily have a night in which he just scores, right? So I think that this is a safer play overall. All right, we're two in already. We're 2 in. Oh, that's true, Dennis. We got to do that. So Jason Tatum over 4.5 threes. Toronto, was it 4.5? That was one that we liked enough too. 3.5 threes. Okay. 3.5 threes, no Brown, but we said Toronto. So that was just when we were browsing around. I forgot about that play. Last 7, Toronto allowing the most threes. We got to get this. We got to get this Cam Johnson one in actually, so I could share it at the end. All right, I think we'll put that up as a poll. 3.5. Okay, yeah. All right, we'll put that up as a poll. Let me run that in just a second here. Let me get this one in for you guys. So when we share this at the end, it's as convenient as possible. If I could find points plus assists. Boom. They're both in on Outlier. I'll be able to share that in a second. All right. We got the Tatum poll running now too. But keep a reminder, like, you know, just keep the reminder, guys, that we do, like, any same game parlay would ruin this, right? So once we put one in for a game, aka the Pacers and the Jazz, that's now done. The Heat and the Nets, that's now done. So keep that in mind as we're voting and as we're going through it, because if you like something or you want to talk about something, we can kind of strip it for now and go back to it, that type of thing. But we'll let this Tatum poll run for a little bit here. Whew. What a day. What a day. Did most people have the day off today? Yes or no comments. What do we got in the chat? All right, Tatum getting some love. Tatum getting some love here. Tatum getting some, late push. Right now, we only have 14 votes in. Guys, if you're watching, just vote. It's anonymous. No one knows that you're voting. Go ahead and drop your vote. So many more people than that's voting. If you have an opinion on this, drop it. We're building this slip together. And if you're watching and you're afraid to comment or you don't want to comment, send a comment. What's your favorite play of the day? We'll look into it. It's a close one. It's a close one because there's not that many votes for it. Looks like we got a decent amount of people with the day off today. That's always good. All right, let's go. We're going to run this one. Let's see. We'll pull up the stopwatch for this one because you know we like our little gimmicks over here, right? So stopwatch. We're going to set it for, or a timer, I guess we should say. We're going to set this for, I don't even know how to change this thing. We'll just do 30 seconds. Here we go. 30 more seconds on the Tatum poll, and it's final. If it goes through, it goes through. Looks like it's going to go through. Yep, already up to over 70% now. 35 votes, 71% of you guys say over 3.5 threes for Tatum. This is the most seamless parlay that we've put together in a long time, guys. All right, 30 seconds. This one is going in. We might be able to build multiple parlays on this stream because you guys are going through so quick. Usually we have like disagreements in the polls and all that jazz. Is everyone just feeling like nice today? Now, do we need over 3.5? This is coming in from Dennis. Dennis, I'll wait to see your comment if I need to. But do we need to go, or could we just go, we're kind of in that minus 250 paying a lot of juice range. Do we go this route and it already jumps it up? I'm going to put that on here for now because why would, like, 4 threes is a lot. And we saw how many times, go back to Tatum, he made 3 threes. So I think if we were doing straight line parlays here, I think that I would go with the over 3.5. But if we could get 2.5, yes, it's a lot of juice, but that drastically changes. 56% of games this year compared to 39% for that 4 number. So I think that that's what we'll roll with, right? And again, I'm only doing that because all of the other picks we're taking, we're kind of shaving off a little bit, taking an alt line. So I think that this even, it looks better at, no kidding, right? It's like, oh, it looks even better. Like, no shit, it's a lower number. But I think we'll roll with that. I think that that's what we'll do. Champ says Markkanen under 3.5 threes. I really don't mind that, but we already voted and took Markkanen alternate line over 7.5 rebounds. So we can't do a same game. This would throw the parlay into a wrench because it's the same player, same game parlay. I don't mind that, though. I don't mind that at all. Yeah, I think we'll put this at 2.5. Maybe I'll make the final decision here because, again, it kind of is in range here. And it's like, that still is a really plus 167 for 3 plays so far. We'll probably get a couple more in here as like a long shot alternate line parlay. Why not, right? All right, guys, if you guys have other, Seth has the over in how many times have I taken a sip of water? 3.5. I know it's already been once, so I could fix this game real quick, Seth. All right, let's try and catch up on some of the chat here. Let's see. Marvin says we should have just kept it as the normal line for Cam Johnson. That's all right. Like I said at the beginning, I think that we're just going to go with alternate lines. You know what I mean? Like let's get a little bit more safe, I guess. I don't like using that word because it's never safe when you're sports betting, but it's all right. We have 3 legs right now for plus 167. Like really don't mind that whatsoever. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. Magic says Scotty Barnes. What was it? You said Scotty Barnes PRA over or under? What are we looking at? What are you looking for that, Magic? Let's see. The under that I like, Travis, was the Pelicans and the Dallas game today, and that does not look like it's the best under call. 11 minutes to go in the fourth, and it is 99-92. So, not the best. We also have Kyrie Irving under, I believe it's, what do we have, 6.5 assists or 5.5? Now I'm just going crazy. When we start throwing out all these lines on stream, I like lose my I was going to say moral compass, and I was like, I don't think that's exactly what I'm trying to say, but I lose my bearings. That's what I'm looking for in terms of the numbers here. So Kyrie, I'm pulling it up right now. Our final play is Kyrie under 6.5 assists. He has 5 right now with the whole fourth quarter to go in a competitive game. So that doesn't look great either. Let's see. Waiting for Magic to say something about Scotty Barnes. We can move on here. Bryce says, and guys, if I do, I always say this, right? If I miss your comment or I'm skipping around trying to catch up, go ahead and comment it again. I don't mind. I just ask, like always, just don't be a dweeb about it and start spamming, right? We're going to try and get to everything. If we don't, I'm not trying to be a jerk dick or anything like that. A jerk dick. Whoa. Pause. But all right, we're going to go. Okay, so I see you saying that, Magic. All right. We're going to look into Bam from Bryce here. Bam under 34.5 points and rebounds. Then we're going to get into Scotty Barnes here. But let's jump into Bam Adebayo first. So Bam Adebayo, what do we got? Under, you said 34.5 points plus rebounds. Let's jump in. Guys, if you want to check out this tool, I keep telling you guys, check out Outlier. You get 7 days free. And what's great about them, I'm not even saying this because I work with them, I was on the phone with the guys the same name as me, Evan, right? And I'm giving him feedback about cool things that we could add to this interface. And he's like, all right, cool. We'll put it in progress. We'll see if the logistics team, the tech team can work. And I'm like, that is awesome. They're really trying to build an amazing tool. But all right, let's see. You said points plus rebounds. That's what we're at. Over 30, under 34.5. Going up against Brooklyn, who have been good against centers as of late. How's he been against them? So even when he's hit it last couple times, one this year, one late last year, it's only been by a little. Dorian Finney. Okay, so they got Dorian Finney-Smith. He was in the injury report earlier today, but he's going to be going up against Nick Claxton, right? So last time they played, 20.7 board 16. Nick Claxton has put him in. He's only hit this over, it looks like, twice, I guess, right? Which is what we saw. I don't mind that. Let's see. Yeah, Joshua, you said Kyrie's got another assist. I mean, that sucks. He's probably going to have like 10 potential assists and somehow get 7. You know what I mean? All right. This Bam one, I don't mind. Rebound chances, this could make it a little. He's getting 19 rebound chances. That is so high. That is so high. I don't mind this. I really don't. What would it do to the odds here? And could we go a little bit more conservative? Actually, we're already in this game. Damn. I'm sorry. So, okay. We can't put it in the parlay because we already have this because it would change it. But I will say, Bryce, I think that if we could get that like 35.5, I like it even more. We can't put it in our parlay. For example, I'll show you guys. If you aren't aware how these sports books operate, same game parlays, we get kind of screwed. So anything, Bam Adebayo over in points, right? Now we can't do it because we have 2 picks in the same game. We'd have to make it a same game parlay. So I guess we don't have to stress about it because that was a nice pick. I was going to start stressing about it. But We can't look at it like that. And same thing for that Scotty Barnes one. But we'll look into it, the over in PRA there for you, Magic. But can't make it into the parlay just because of that. So the games that we have available are right now. We already have a play in the Celtics game. We have a play in the Heat game. We have a play in the Utah game. So we need Lakers, Thunder, Bulls, Cavs, Warriors, Grizzlies. So if you guys could do me a favor, us all a favor, if you got plays in those games, let's drop those so we don't spin our wheels here, because I like just pleasing the people and looking at everyone's, and then all of a sudden it's like that. We just spent 5 minutes on Bam Adebayo, and I'm like, damn, I'm an idiot. We can't even place that. 29.5 points. Wow, he's been cashing this a lot. Not as of late, but a lot. And he had 45 earlier when they played the Celtics. Rebounds, maybe the best look there, too, because the Celtics allow plenty of rebounds. Luckily, we don't have to stress about it putting it in there, but I don't mind Scotty Barnes. He's had, like, it's almost like he was so hot for, like, that, you know, we just look at his last 10, right? So hot for that stretch, and then all of a sudden he dipped. It's like at some point he has to come back up, right? Come back up. All right. We got to skip ahead a little bit here, all right, guys? Because I see a lot of player props that are mentioned for games that we already have a play in. So again, we'll pop this up. Not to sound like a broken record, but we can't, anything in the Indiana and Jazz, Heat, Nets, Celtics, Raptors game, we can't throw in the community parlay because it'll turn into a same game parlay, and we can't do that. All right. Let's see. But feel free to keep dropping plays for other people in the comments. I see Vinin saying under 11.5 rebounds for Claxton. You like that? Go ahead. Pascal over 23.5 points. You guys like that? Go ahead. We just can't look at it. All right, see. Efsta Studio says Curry points. So Steph Curry his points are with Draymond back, right? Let's see what we got here. His line was 27.5. Yeah. Now, and when you say Curry points, you like the over, right, Efstra? He just hasn't been cashing this, right? But let's see if Draymond adds, like, this season with Draymond, he's hit that in 64% of games. Memphis, it's not like they're going to D up. No Marcus Smart, no Ja Morant. I don't mind this spot. Jacob Geard, Luke Kennard. Let's see what Memphis has done recently. Last 7 against points here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 9th most points over the last 7 games. I don't mind it. 25. So we'd move it back down. Okay. Let's see if we did. And we could, I mean, we're ahead of schedule. We're probably going to be live for a half hour more. We already have 3 picks for plus 167. We might even throw in something a little bit more. But if we do alternate points here, okay? Bear with me. We do alternate points. Like, if we just look for 25 plus from Steph, do you think that we're being... we could put it to a poll. So let me get this in here. 25 plus jumps this up to a 283 parlay. And let's see. We got. Let's read some other comments before we do that. So Clay over 16.5. We got Vinin saying Draymond to PRA because he's not going to be in the starting lineup, so he thinks he's going to get 20-25 minutes play time. So it's probably the best. Have we heard anything about Draymond's like minutes restriction or anything? Like, has there been any Draymond Green? Let's see. Is there any... what does it say? What do we got here? See if we can pause the music and listen to this. Steve Kerr on Draymond's return.
I do, but not one I'm willing to share.
I assume it's at least somewhat limited minutes, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't played in a month. I don't know how long it's been.
Yeah, it's in the 12.
So yeah, it'll mostly be based on how he's feeling and how that unit is doing while he's out there, and just see how it goes.
In general terms, how do you expect his return to affect the rotation? We've talked a lot about trying to cram people in to the rotation. Now you have obviously another body.
Right. Yeah. It definitely crowds things a little bit from the standpoint that we've got some guys who are,
hold on. Did Steve Kerr just say that crowds things? Like Draymond coming back, like he didn't say that as a good thing, right?
Playing a lot of minutes, we're playing very well, and that's why we have to figure it out on the fly. And like I said, we find a group that's going well, we'll stay with them, and then.
All right. Okay, let's do this. We have Steph over. We're gonna put this to a poll because I'd like to get something in this game. But let's see. We got Steph there. I'm gonna just add this for now so we don't forget about it. And then Draymond, his points, rebounds, and assists line is 17.5. But we could alternate line that, right? Okay. All right, let's do this. So if we looked at Steph Curry 25.5, right? Or 25 plus, so it's 24.5. Or if we go combos and we look at alternate, can we get alternate Draymond? It would have to be his regular one because we don't have over-unders for it. So it would have to be under Draymond 17.5. Let's put that to a vote. That was kind of interesting. Steve Kerr just being like, it's going to crowd things. He didn't say he'll have a minutes restriction, but he did say, well, he hasn't played basketball in a while. All right. Let's see. We're going to put that up to a vote, okay? We'll see if we like, because I like the Steph 25 plus. Let's see which one we like more. And also, do you guys like how we just played a video and reacted to it and stuff? Because that was kind of cool. I like that we were able to pull that one off. Let me know if you do like that. LW saying, dudes, yeah, I mean, he did say that a lot of guys have been playing well. It's like, have they? Like, have they? So LW, what we're going to do is whatever wins this poll, we could put that up to a vote now, okay? You know what I mean? So we'll whatever wins this poll, we could put that up to a vote. And this is a head to head. Wow, 20 votes in. We got 10 for Draymond, 10 for Steph. 25 minutes. Let's see what we got for, if we look at Draymond for, 25 minutes or so, right? Because it's still a decent amount. So if he plays 25 or less minutes, he still hits this sometimes, but not all that much, I guess, right? Twice this year. Last year, 70% to the under. So we'll see. Let's let this one vote, guys. Again, go ahead and vote for this one. If you are watching, make sure you vote. Tons of people in the stream. Not that many likes on the video here, on the stream. Also, not that many votes in the poll. So what are we guys doing? What are we doing here? Thumbs don't work? Let's go. We'll leave this up for a little bit. I'm gonna try and read through and see some more here. But yeah, I liked being able to react to that. Vinin is big on this one. I mean, I get it too, right? Like, it makes sense, but at the same time, and again, my say matters, equal to this because it's the community slip we're putting together. But at the same time, something about me is like Draymond comes back and he's just gonna be so mad that he does well. But also, like, what's his doing well? He's gonna have to grab a lot of rebounds to be able to do this type of thing. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, L-Dub. Kevy. Any Europeans? Let's see. Who's he matched up against? Jaren Jackson. I guess they don't have the biggest of of Europeans over there on that side, but yeah, if this was against the Suns or just any European, we'd bet the under because Draymond will just get ejected and suspended again. All right, this poll is literally back and forth, but we need more votes, guys. Seriously, so back and forth, but go ahead and drop your vote. If you're watching on your phone, turn that thing sideways. It's anonymous, or turn it, vertical so you could vote. It's anonymous. No one's going to see your vote, and we just want some more volume here, so that would definitely help out. But it looks like that Draymond play is falling to the wayside here, and I know Vinin's about to be pissed. Damn. Vin, and I see it, man. I see it. I like the spot. I think that just listening, a lot of people don't even listen to the interviews and stuff like that. Doesn't look like Steve Kerr is that excited for Draymond to come back. I like that. So I think a lot of people look at these numbers and it's like, Steph, the name, we just watched that Steve Kerr interview. He did not seem excited that Draymond's coming back. He's coming off the bench and he claims that a bunch of guys are playing well and Draymond's going to make it crowded. I know you still took it. But in terms of putting this parlay, it does not look like it's going to make it. Let's do a quick timer here. We'll do a 33-second timer. Shout out to Larry Bird. And let's see what we got here. We'll go 33 seconds, and that'll be final. Steph, and then we're voting yes or no for the Steph one. So this is like a part one of 2 polls. Because a lot of work if this Steph 25-plus wins, for example. Then we go to throw it in, and you guys are like, no, we actually don't even like that. So that could happen. We're subject to the poll here. I see a lot of people. Yeah, I like the Draymond thing. I think if I was just putting this together, that Steve Kerr interview would have swayed me a little bit. So I do like that. All right, Steph Curry wins. Now we put that up to a poll. So that was a 30-second timer. Let's put Steph up to a poll. Again, if this doesn't hit, that would be a lot of work. Might even be a waste. We might have should have just rolled with Steph Curry because, again, it's like, why do we do all that for a potential poll that doesn't hit? But, hey, might not be the brightest bulb over here. But, again, we're looking at Steph Curry or Draymond. I don't even really mind, like, potentially taking them in a same-game parlay. You know what I mean? All right, this Steph one is cruising. All right, easy enough. Don't need to waste time on that. So Steph Curry, 25-plus, now in the parlay. Venin's going to be pissed it's not in here, but you know what? Venin, at EvGuyBoston, it's in the top right of your screen on Twitter. Hit me up when that cashes because I like the look. I like the spot. I definitely liked it. So let's get Steph Curry over 24.5 here. We're adding that in. We got to remove Draymond's. We now have 4 legs. And again, we'll be able to send this out, but we're sitting at a 283 odds parlay here, guys. Really don't mind that. But now, in terms of games that we need, actually, let's get a quick Kyrie update, huh? Kyrie, there's a loser. 7 assists. But the Pelicans kind of, playing decent basketball here. We need them to win by at least 4. But, all right. Games that we're looking at still. We have a play that is already good to go in the... Actually, let's just work our way down. We cross this off. We cross this game off. Cross this game off. Excuse me, this one, and this one. We need the Thunder and Lakers and or the Bulls and the Cavs. Should we, hey, RVs, I get it. But it's subject to the poll. I get it. Hey, I don't mind the look, Venin, seriously. For that Draymond, but we can't put them both in here. If we put them both in here, it turns it in. It messes with it. What do we got? Let's see. So we go combos, right? PRA, Draymond Green under. It's immediately going to say you can't do this because now it's the same game parlay. So I guess what we could do is put, could do a single there, but you know what? I'm kind of here for the Draymond, but the vote was pretty... That vote came in heavy to Steph at the end. Just what it is. All right, let's see what we got here. A couple more. We can look at Anthony Davis's under PRA. that being said, I think you could eat Chet Holmgren alive, but we'll look into it in a second. Let's see. Justice saying, are you posting the final picks on Twitter? I am. I'll put a screenshot of, let's see, where is it? The outlier. We can tab these in. I'll put a screenshot of the play here, right? And then I'll also be able to send this to you guys, so it's a one-click place for that. Aaron says, what's the pick so far? We're going alternate lines for all of these, so we're being a little conservative. And again, people might be like, oh, why are you paying so much juice for it? Guys, it's sports betting, all right? Can we just have a good time? Larry Markkinen, 8+ boards. Cam Johnson, 14+ points plus assists. Jason Tatum, 3+ three-pointers. Steph Curry, 25+ points. We already voted on them and everything like that, so I get it, but, you know. Let's see. What else we got? All right, we said Anthony Davis is right. Who is that coming in from? Coming in from RV's Anthony Davis, PRA under. And remember, guys, if we do take some of these points or rebounds, you know, we can obviously, or any of these, right? We can alter them. So, you know, this Anthony Davis, like that number is going to be through the moon, right? So if we were looking at some sort, like if you liked his, I know we're looking at his under, so bear with me for a second. But if you liked his over, we could bump it way down. But we're looking at unders here. So he's going up against Chet, who isn't the best of defenders, right? But Anthony Davis, that line is nuked. Like, that line is huge. 45.5. Anthony Davis, last 5 here, 16.4 rebound chances. So let's just do quick math. 8 rebounds to him, right? Or 9 rebounds, because obviously he's going to grab, 57. So we'll go 9 rebounds just in terms of rough numbers here. Anthony Davis, in terms of potential assists, 5.1. So let's give him air on the side of caution, 3. So now we're up 12 with rebounds plus assists, which, how does that rank here? 16.5. So yikes. But he's going up against them, right? So we're looking at 9. We're looking at 12. He needs to drop 30. I really don't mind his under 45.5 now looking at it, but I'm just worried about, Chet Holmgren's size. Actually, let's check that. So, Anthony Davis, last time he played them, he did stay under. Played 2 times this year, just barely got over once. Just barely stayed under that time. Let's see. Starting Bam Adebayo. What is that? 25 and 11. That's 36. Plus that's 40. Okay, so, he probably had a near over. Nick Claxton tore him up for points. Looking for guys that played a lot. Nick Claxton, again, kind of had a decent night. Jokic, 9, so that's a good sign. Jokic only went for 19, 10, and 7 against him. Let's see. I guess we can. I wish this felt better to me, but let's run a poll. Let's run a poll. We'll do it. This one I'm very skeptical on. But it is a high number. Like that is what I can at least kind of hang the hat on of this pick from RVs. Like that's a very high number. But let's see. We won't give this one that much time. I'm not too tied to it because I could see it going back and forth. But let's see what we got here. We put it a poll. Go ahead and vote, guys. Go ahead and vote. Anthony Davis under 45.5 PRA. It's a big number, but we already said it. Like, it's not that crazy to think you go. That's just a big number. It's scary. You're right, Conquer. It's scary. That's the thing about this play. You know what I mean? Like, Anthony Davis under is scary. But is it? Do you do a live for underdog, Aaron? No, I actually don't usually do underdogs, really. Right now, we're firing on Prize Picks, Chalkboard, and Sleeper predominantly. That Anthony Davis one is a little scary. But let's flash this up here, guys. What we're looking at is a pick in the Chicago and Cavs game and or Lakers Thunder, because we already have a pick from the Pacers and Jazz, and we can build another one. We have probably another half hour here on stream that will stay on. So Pacers, Jazz, Heat, Nets, Celtics, Raptors, Warriors, Grizz. That's what we already have. If we put another one in the parlay, it ruins it. AKA it doesn't let us place it. So we're looking for one play in the Lakers and the Thunder game, as well as the Chicago and the Cavs game here for a community play. It could be both. We could run with all 6 of the games that haven't started, go a 6-man here, or 6-pick, or we pick one or the other. People like this under, huh? Wow. Wow. The AD is scary. Vin's saying it too. Okay, so if he goes for 30, 12. See, this is a good point. This is coming in from Just. Anthony Davis could go for 30, 12, and 2. Right? 30, 12, and 2. And still cash the under. Right? 42, 44. Let's put it in. Let's send it. That is, I was not against it, but you can probably tell I was like not tied to it, right? Wow. 45.5. We're throwing it in. We're now up to 603. Do we go for one more? Of course. Yeah, just we were just talking about that on the stream too. Kyrie assists. We did it Maxey earlier, and let's see where this game's at. I feel like we're still holding out for an under, and that's going to be... We have under 238. One more bucket, and that thing's toast, so... that's tough. That's tough. Pelicans also don't have lead. Looks like we didn't have this game pegged right. Early games, always tough to judge. Pistons we had pegged right. I wish we made that a final play, though. But, all right. All right. Let's see. Kevy says, if you don't take the Draymond under PRA, do you prefer PR, PA, or rebounds? Probably. Honestly, I guess any of them. Anything that includes points, because I don't think Draymond, the way that was talked about, it really comes in. So I don't think that it's a bad look to look at Draymond's unders across the boards, I guess. Let's see. Chalkboard is illegal. I mean, if Chalkboard's in Texas, you got to sign up. Use my code GuyBoss in their paper, because that app is great that you can do alternate lines within the DFS app. That's super unique to a bunch of these apps. Prize Picks, Sleeper, Underdog, you know what I mean? That alternate lines on all the picks is amazing. And they do so many damn discounts. All right. This is what we have so far. We're looking for one in the Cavs and the Bulls game. What I liked earlier today, maybe we could throw this one in there, but we have DeMar. We could start off with this unless you guys have some ideas. DeMar DeRozan over 24.5 points plus assists. Where's that? It's up to 25.5 now, so it's bumped. Gosh, everything we place gets bumped. So 24.5, right? Because when he's missed this, he's just barely missed it. Against Cleveland, he hit it last time out. The only game that they've played this season, he had 29. Cleveland against small forwards, middle of the pack, nothing impressive, right? And you look at it from a last 7 perspective. Again, nothing too crazy. Cleveland, middle of the pack, and then assists, middle of the pack. But we could obviously go in and, but I don't like to just use my picks, right? I like kind of getting it different, but we could put this to a poll if enough people like it. Chalkboard has a bunch of discounts. Like every day there seems like they're dropping a 0.5 discount, which is like a free square. All right, points plus assist. If we did some sort of alternate for DeMar, like 20 plus, that's minus 400. That's not all that great. Puts this to 779. But now let's get some plays again. Cleveland taking on the Bulls. If we need to throw in, my own play, the DeMar play, we'll do that. But let me know if you guys have anything that you like in that Cleveland and Bulls game. I can't believe we got Anthony Davis under PRA. Vinny says, what if AD gets more this game because he is really, it was really crazy the last few games. I mean, yeah, that's the it is a scary thing. Like Anthony Davis is freaking Anthony Davis. But again, I liked just saying, Justly saying 30, 12, and 2, make this an under still is crazy to think about. You know what I mean? He's hit the over only, let's see. He's hit the over in only 15 of 39 games this year, 38%. I don't mind it. Let's see. Ahmed saying Curry at 20 over 27 points is still worth it. I think so. I mean, what we're doing here, what we're building, is using alternate lines. I mean, I don't mind Curry over. I think if you're going in that game with a pick, shout out to Vinin for sticking by this one. If you're going for a game that has a legitimate line in that game, I don't mind Draymond's under 17.5 PRA. That's got to sneak in there somehow because we just watched the Steve Kerr interview and all that, and yeah, I mean, it looked pretty like, oh boy, like they really aren't excited that he's back per se. Paper says Zach LaVine over in rebounds. Let's see what we got. We'll jump into that. Again, we're looking for Cleveland taking on Chicago. We already have 5 plays going. Actually, did we add? We got to add Anthony Davis's to this. I don't know if we did. No. All right, Anthony Davis. Before we navigate away, Anthony Davis. Am I missing it now? Come on. All right, there we go. It's on our picks. All right. Let me, one sec, guys. If you guys want to check out Outlier, I'm going to throw a comment or a chat in here. It's 7 days free with this link. Obviously, if you guys use it, it supports me as well. But if you guys don't know, I don't promote anything that I don't use myself. So if you guys want to check this out, I definitely think it is a worth it tool. That's what we're obvious. And if I didn't think it was worth it, why would we be using it on stream? All right, Zach LaVine over in rebounds. Let's jump into that. And first, actually, what is he? Is he averaging like 11.6? All right, so the volume's there. Okay. Rebounds, 5.5. Over 5.5. But we could look at like over 4.5, over 3.5 even. Because he's getting plenty, right? This is already not looking that terrible. So he's getting a small forward start because, Patrick Williams is probably ruled out too, right? So actually, how does that look for our DeMar thing? Because I think the Cavs, I like that matchup for him a little bit more. But nonetheless, all right, let's look at small forward rebounds here for against the Cavs. Middle of the pack as of late. This season, though, allowing plenty to them. He's been hitting this line of 3.5 a crap load this season. 74%. Interesting. Okay. I say we put that to a vote. I like this spot. It's definitely a valuable number, and we would like, so it would have to be 5+. He doesn't have, actually, we could probably get a better number down here now that I say that out loud. Let's see. 3.5 is probably where I'd look. It makes his parlay go to 793. It's super juiced, but Anthony Davis kind of cancels it out and keeps that right in that same heavy juice range. What do we think of that? What do we think of Zach LaVine? Let's see what we got. Make sure to vote on that, guys, because that's kind of an interesting one. Let's see where the jury comes out with that, huh? Yano says the DeMar over looks tempting. It does. Wayne's World saying 16.5, yes. I do like that Vucevic potential under, right, with Jared Allen. Azon saying underestimating a professional. Anthony Davis is like past a professional too, right? You know what I mean? Like he's a pro's pro. You're right about that. It's always scary, but sometimes there's an over and under for a reason. And that is an inflated number. We're gonna need more votes for this one because we only got 11 votes. So if you are watching right now, 2 things: vote on this damn poll. Make sure you're hitting the like button as well. Make sure you're hitting the like button as well. But vote on this poll. We only got 11 polls. The poll's been up 11 votes. The poll's been up for a minute. Got to get some votes in this to make sure we do like it. Because right now, yes is a resounding dub. but I'd like some more feedback on this pick because I really don't mind it. Plus 793 ain't too shabby. Plus 793 ain't too shabby. We'll leave it up just a little bit longer, but like I said, we'll see. All right, Wayne's World. Let's say you say under in points. So let's look at that while we are waiting on the Zach LaVine polls. It could be irrelevant if Zach LaVine's poll comes through, but why not look at it? Guys, that voting is super, it's super simple. I get it if you don't have like a take on it, though. You don't want to vote yes or no. But if you do, make sure you get that in. Vinden says, if you bet under 13.5 assists plus rebounds and the player gets 14, do you win or you lose? Because it's 13.5. You'd only win with, 13. If it's 14, it's over 13.5. So you don't get that number. You don't get the next number. That is technically over. All right, what are we looking up here? Points, right? So I see 17.5 points being offered for him. So even better than what we're looking at because we said under, right? Under in points. Okay. I don't mind that Jared Allen matchup though, huh? He's actually played pretty well against Allen, almost like every other game. He had 20 earlier in the year against him last year. So it's not like great, right? It isn't great. But 2 of the last 3 has dropped 20 plus. I don't know, Wayne. I don't know about this one. It just seems a little... The Cavs... You know what? I probably would say I don't mind that. But Zach LaVine looks like he's running away with this poll, so that might be the move. See, Aaron says DeMar 19 points, so over 18 points. See that. So over 18.5. He's hit this in 7 of his last 10, came real close a couple times, but on the flip side, it kind of cancels out, right? Very close in a couple there. Hit 21 last time they played. He's playing power forward, but we know he's a small forward, so let's look at both of those. Power forwards against the Cavs. Pretty good against them. Small forward scoring against them. We know that that's something that I don't mind, kind of middle of the pack-ish. Power forwards, they're really good against, actually, on the year. Paper says, let's look at Kobe White's over 23.5. It looks like, guys, without more, like, we'll let this poll run a little bit more, but this poll's been up for 4 minutes. Though it doesn't have a lot of votes, Zach LaVine over 3.5 rebounds may be the winner. And that was the original one, right, Paper? So don't mind this look. Kobe White over 23 points and rebounds looks good. Let me also look at, I saw, I think it was Azon, right, saying his over in assists. I type in Azon. Kobe White, let's see. He's hit it in 75% of the games of his last 20, 6 of his last 10, 4 of his last 5. How do they, this is his assists, by the way. Averaging 9, I don't love the volume there, but again, that's kind of his floor is at 4.5, so I don't mind. But I kind of mind the volume. Splitting hairs here. Last 7. Let's see what Cleveland's doing against point guards. Really stopping them in their last 7 here for assists. I think we pass on his assists, just come the volume in the matchup. I don't mind the play, but I think we pass on that. And let's see, his points and rebounds is another one, right? Let's see how they rank against point guards here. So points and rebounds last 7 from the Cavs. The Cavs. Am I missing them? Where the heck are the Cavs? But middle of the road, so nothing crazy. Rebounds, they're kind of decent at stopping guards from getting rebounds, but let's look at his rebound chances because he does have 9.2 rebound chances. So we're looking at a floor of 4.5 rebounds. His line for rebounds is 4.5. The over's plus money. His points line is 18.5. So his points plus rebounds is actually a little bit inflated compared to where his lines are for that, right? Because we'd be looking actually no, it's a little bit less inflated, right? 18 plus 18.5 plus 4.5 would be quick math here. Boop boop bop boop 23. I don't even know if I have that right. So it is a little inflated. I think I'm going to roll with, I think we got 30 votes in. This is going, I think Zach LaVine is the move, guys. So this is going to conclude the parlay. I'll read these off real quick. We can stay on for a couple more minutes and go through some more plays, but this is the slip we're making. We got Lauri Markkanen, 8+ rebounds. Cam Johnson, 14+ points plus assists. And actually, before I even read them off, I'll put these in the chat so you guys can kind of work them how you feel fit. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Over 3.5 is what we rolled with, right? So add to my picks. This what I'm going to share in the chat, guys. That will open it up. You can choose which sportsbook. It'll literally open up like this for you guys. Let's see. Open in browser. It'll open up like this for you guys. You can look at all the odds and choose which sports books you want to throw this in at. It looks like 6 of 6 are Alfred on DraftKings, 4 of the 6 on FanDuel, or you can kind of alter these lines. But those are the plays that we are rolling with here. And yeah, let's see what we got. Let's go ahead and place this. I guess we'll just throw $20 on it to get it in. $20 to win 158. Not all that bad. All right, let's do this. I want to be able to get a nice like image of this, right? Let's see. You guys are watching a real breakdown here. All right. So that is, no, that's only 5. Did we miss something? Yeah, all right, we got to zoom out here. All right, we're going to go ahead and tweet this link out. All right. Copy link. We're putting it in here. Guys, go ahead and show that some love over on X/Twitter. Retweet it. All that good stuff. We can keep looking at some player props for, 5-10 minutes or so. We'll jump off stream fairly soon. But make sure you guys are hitting that like button and that subscribe button, as a lot more people in here than have liked the stream so far. But let's see what else we got here. Derek White, 2+ threes coming in from Kick. Let's see. Derek White. We'll go through, guys, if you want some of my opinions, if that matters to you at all. We can look at some plays just kind of further along here. Derek White, 2+ threes. So looking at him over 1.5. The juice is a lot there, and we already had the Tatum threes in there, but yeah, I don't mind this spot. Raptors 25 in terms of rank for threes. So let's see, to the shooting guard. Raptors, where are we at? 3rd most in the last 7. I don't mind that play at all if you're rolling with that kick. Guys, any of these plays that we roll with in terms of our parlay, which again, we'll leave it up here, like it's like you can replace and add and whatever you want, right? Like Vinin in the stream earlier, you're talking about that Draymond spot. It's like, well, yeah, take out the Steph one that won it over, throw in Draymond, like it's all good here. But again, guys, go show this some love. Where's it at? Right here. The final parlay right there. Go show that some love. I just put it in there. Aaron says, just first time watcher, got a subscriber. Appreciate the hell out of that, man. yeah, more of a low-key stream. Usually we have a lot more people in here flying through with the comments, so I was able to keep up with most comments today. But, you know, streams come and go. We're going to be here most Mondays, right around the same time, you know, 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 Eastern. I'll always give you guys a heads up. Make sure you follow me on Twitter or X at EvGuyBoston, top right of your screen right now, if you do want to stay up to date. And Aaron, yeah, this is our stream, but we post an NBA video and multiple videos a day, every single day. So hitting that subscribe button is a damn good thing that you guys can do. And we're almost at 50K. Are you kidding me? 50,000? You guys are crazy. Absolutely crazy. But I appreciate all the new subscribers and everyone that tuned in to the stream. Big stream, small stream, doesn't matter to me. We're doing what we love here, talking some NBA. Got football on as well, obviously, too. Bills are crushing. I like Dalton Kincaid. I want him to get a few catches here. Let's see what he has so far. Dalton Kincaid already has 2 receptions. We need him to get 4. Two receptions. We need him to get 4. But yeah. Let's see. Colin says, do you do bets? So betting, I would never consider into my income, right? I don't think I have a brand called Fade Me. I would never tout myself as the best sports bettor in the world, so I would never say betting is my income. And we're hoping to do this content thing full time soon, because burning the candle at both ends. But yeah, pretty soon we'll make, I would say, content, Colin, not betting. I have a hard time believing a lot of the people that say that their actual profit from betting is enough to make a full-time income, because that is making different accounts because sportsbooks limit you and yada yada yada. It's tough. Let's see. Aaron, did you talk about Steph's overs yet? So that is actually one of the plays. Where did it go? Didn't I just tweet it? Yeah, that's one of the plays in our parlay here, 25 plus. So don't mind it. Don't mind it at all. Easy says, first time on stream, like the video. Appreciate the hell out of that, guys. Only be on here for a couple more minutes. We're going to sign off. But yeah, appreciate everyone tuning in. This was the final sort of slip that we put together. Jason Tatum over 2.5. These are all alternate lines, so we paid a little bit extra juice, but we're looking at plus 794. Jason Tatum over 2.5 3-pointers made. Cam Johnson over 13.5 points plus assists. Anthony Davis 45.5. Under 45.5 rebounds plus assists and points, obviously. Larry Markkinen over 7.5 rebounds. Zach LaVine over 3.5 rebounds. And Steph Curry over 24.5 points. And I already put in the chat, if you scroll up or you can't find it, I already put a link to sort of follow along. So hopefully that helps, guys. And yeah, I think we'll shut down the stream again. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. I kind of liked, I know it's going to sound weird because it's like I should be rooting for better numbers, but we were right around 90 concurrent this stream. And sometimes when we're up towards the 400s and whatnot, like it's a little bit like hectic and, you know, plays are like we were able to just nice and easily, and it sounds crazy, easily put together a 6-pick parlay. Obviously, we want more numbers, we want more interaction and all that, but from just like a, you know, a stress of the stream and running it perspective, don't mind the lower amount of people, but appreciate everyone tuning in. Hopefully, I mean, you guys hear everyone, you hear everyone kind of say that they appreciate the subscribers and likes, and everyone does, I'm sure, but it really does. It does make a huge difference. Easy says, do you have Instagram? Because I don't have X. I do post on Instagram. Not very, actually, I shouldn't even say I post, but EvPicks with a Z, so EvPickz. We got to start using that, more. And then also on TikTok, EvPicks, just 2 Z's, same exact thing. Frank says, should we parlay all these? Yeah, so everything that I threw out, we built a parlay for the stream here. So this is the parlay we landed at. I wouldn't recommend playing any of these as singles. Maybe the Anthony Davis one, sure. But these are all heavily juiced. We put them together as like a alternate line parlay. So yeah, I don't mind that. But guys, we're going to close up shop for the stream. Again, appreciate everyone tuning in. And yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next stream. At the very most amount of time, it'll be next Monday. But we're going to hope to try and stream, in the interim and more often. So we'll catch you guys in the next one, all right? Peace out.